children. So in the previous lecture we have discussed about the acid and bases. Now we will discuss about the indicators. So when we want to test whether a substance is an acid or a base, we do not always taste it or touch it, because some of these acids or bases are strong and corrosive in nature. They may burn our skin and flesh. So we use special type of substances to test them. These substances indicate whether a substance is acidic in nature or basic in nature or neutral in nature by a change in their color. These substances are known as indicators. So children, let us see the definition of the indicators. Special type of substances are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic. So these substances are known as indicators. Again, I will repeat the definition, children. Special type of substances are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic. These substances are known as indicators. Now we are having different types of indicators. For example, turmeric, then litmus, China rose petals, then purple cabbage juice we are making and we can use as an indicator. Now these indicators are known as the natural indicators. Then we are having synthetic indicators. Synthetic indicators means artificial indicators, or it is also known as man-made indicators because it is made in the factory by using some chemicals. For example, phenolphthalein, methyl orange, methylene blue, etc. These are some of the examples of synthetic indicators. Now let us see the natural indicator. First one, that is the litmus. So litmus is derived from the lichens. When it is dissolved in the distilled water, then what will be the color of the litmus? You know children, it will be purple in color. When you will put this litmus solution in the acid solution, so what will happen? It will change into red in color. When you will pour litmus solution into the base solution, it will change into blue in color. Now litmus is available in two forms, this indicator. It is present in the form of the solution and it is also present in the form of the paper strips. Now how to make the paper strips? We have to take blotting paper or filter paper and you have to just dip into the litmus solution. Afterwards you remove that paper, you have to dry it and then cut into thin strips of the paper. So there are two types of paper, litmus paper. One will be in red in color, second one will be blue in color. And what about the neutral solution? This litmus paper will not change in the neutral solution. So children, when the school reopens, all this litmus solution, litmus paper, all I will show you, and then all the activity. In the previous lecture also we did some activity. That activity also we will do in our lab. And one more activity we are doing now. This activity also we will do in the lab. To do this activity, we have to collect some samples. And so children, you have to make the table like this. So you have to write the samples. So below the samples you have to write the names because they are easily available in our house. First one is lemon juice. Second one is tap water. Third one is detergent. Then aerated drinks. Soap. You can take any soap, dissolve in the distilled water. Then you have to make the solution. Same case is with the detergent. You take little quantity of detergent, dissolve in the distilled water. We will get the solution. Then shampoo. We have to take any shampoo. Common salt. Take little quantity of common salt, dissolve in the distilled water and keep the solution ready. Same way you have to take the sugar, dissolve in distilled water, make the solutions. Then vinegar, then baking soda. Again we have to take baking soda. We know it is in powder form. So you have to dissolve in the distilled water and make the solution. Then next is the lime water. Lime water we know it is known as chune ka pani. So you have to dissolve lime in the water and keep it for some time. Then what will happen? The soily substances will settle down and the water will be collected up. So upper part of the water you remove it. That is known as the lime water. So so many samples you have to collect. Then come to the next column. Next is litmus. So litmus you can take two color papers. One is red color paper. Second one we will take blue color paper. And the last column I have written the inference, because we should know the nature of these substances. What is the nature? Whether they are acidic in nature, basic in nature, or they are neutral in nature. So now first we will dip the red litmus paper in the lemon juice. So there will be no change in the red litmus paper. It remains red. Now take the blue paper strip. Now dip in the lemon juice. So blue color paper will change into red in color. So what is our inference? That it contains acid. So it is acidic in nature, because lemon juice contains the acid. Citric acid is present in the lemon juice. So we will write acidic in nature. Here, as there is no space, no children, I have written in short form. You can write full form. I have written A for acidic in nature. Then come the next, that is the tap water. Again you take red litmus paper, you dip in it, there is no reaction. So red paper will remain red litmus paper. Now take the blue litmus paper, dip in the tap water, there will be no change in the blue litmus paper. That means tap water is neutral in nature. Then come to the next, that is detergent solution. Now dip red litmus paper, it will change into blue in color. Now dip blue litmus paper in the detergent solution, it remains blue. That means it is basic in nature. So for B I have written basic in nature, and I have written for neutral in nature. Then take any aerated drinks, whichever is available, then you take the red litmus paper, dip in the aerated drinks, it will change into red in color. Now dip blue litmus paper in aerated drinks, it will change into red in color. So it is acidic in nature. Now take next one is soap solution. Now dip red litmus paper into the soap solution, it changes into blue in color. Same way, now you dip blue litmus paper into the soap solution, it remains as blue in color. So the inference is basic in nature. Now take little quantity of shampoo. Now dip red litmus paper, so it will change into blue in color, and blue litmus paper changes into blue, that means it remains as it is. So it is also basic in nature. Now take red litmus paper, now dip in the common salt. So there will be no change in the red litmus paper. Same way there will be no change in the blue litmus paper. So what is our inference? It is neutral in nature. Same way, now dip red litmus paper in the sugar solution, there will be no change. Now dip blue litmus paper in sugar solution, there will be no change in the litmus paper. Therefore it is neutral in nature. Now take red litmus paper, dip into the vinegar, then red paper will change into red in color, that means it remains red in color, but blue litmus paper will change into red in color. Therefore it is acidic in nature. Now next is the baking soda. So take the red litmus paper, dip into the baking soda. Red paper will change into blue in color, but blue litmus paper remain as it is blue in color. Therefore it is basic in nature. Now take the lime water. Now take red litmus paper, dip in the lime water. It changes into blue in color, and blue paper will not change its color. Therefore what is our inference? That it is blue in that it is basic in nature. So in this way children, what we have seen, that there are some substances which are acidic in nature. Now there are some substances which shows basic in nature, but there are some substances which do not change in the red litmus paper, blue litmus paper, they do not change. Therefore they are known as the neutral substances. So what we have used here children? Indicator. Which indicator we have used? The natural indicator, that is the litmus. So you can use the solution form also, you can use the paper strip. Here we are using the paper strip so that you can handle it easily, and note down the observation, and then you have to do it also correctly. So what we have came to know here, that there are some substances which changes its color in the litmus paper. So by changing the color only we can identify that the given sample is acid or whether the given sample is basic, but there are some substances which do not change in the litmus paper. So these substances are known as the neutral substances.